What up, everybody? It's your boy B-Rob, and I'm back with another edition of the Random Rambles with Rob podcast. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you, the listener, for coming back each and every week or however you listen to podcasts. And if you're a first-time listener, I'd like to thank you oh so much for giving my show a try. And if anybody recommended you to me, I would like for you to lean over and give that person a crisp high five. But if you're not in their general vicinity, pick up your mobile device and go to your favorite social media app of choice and send them a well-crafted DM telling them thank you for recommending you to me. And speaking of social media, you can find the Random Rounds with Rob on various social media platforms to include Twitter at 3R Show, Instagram at The 3R Show, and you can hear as well as see interviews that I've done on YouTube by searching for 3R Show. And for anything that I may have forgotten to mention, you can go to randomrob.com to where you can find many different ways to help support the show and our sponsor, Hooks Rubs and Spices. Go to hooksrub.com and you can get 15% off your order if you use promo code RANDOM. Also, on top of that, if you can't get enough of the Random Rounds with Rob and you want to see how I interact with other people on a weekly basis when we're talking about professional wrestling, you can come on over to RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk live Wednesday nights after AEW Dynamite on twitch.tv/RBR Wrestling. And you can find RBR Wrestling on other social media platforms by searching for RBR Wrestling. And also, to caveat off of that as well, RBR is sponsored by Manscaped. You can go to manscaped.com and you can get 20% off your order plus free shipping when you go to manscaped.com and you use the promo code RBR Shave. So you got Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. You got Manscaped. So you can go to hooksrub.com, get 15% off your order there. You can get a lovely array of herbs and spices to cook your significant other a great meal or whatever. Give them a great dining experience using, AEW Fight Forever just downloaded. Great dining experience using Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. And then prep work before, because I don't think you want to do it after you cook or whatever. And, you want to do it well enough in advance to where you don't get any of this in your cooking. But you can go to manscaped.com and use that promo code RBR Shave to get that 20% off and free shipping. You can manscape down in your lower region, whatever, and prep for, I guess the thanks that you might get for cooking your significant other delicious meal with the Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. So, this dual combo package there or whatever. I think I promoted this once before, but hey, man, hit them both up. Get some savings. Courtesy of RBR and the Random Rambles with Rob, and do things with stuff and things and stuff. But yeah, here we are early on a Thursday morning. As you just heard, my download for AEW Fight Forever has partially completed. I think the season pass is downloaded, which I wish that I would have just purchased it a couple of hours prior, because if you would have got it yesterday, this Thursday as I record today is the official release date. But if you would have got it Wednesday, you just did the pre-order, you could have saved over $20 or whatever if you bought their highest tier package, because they got the Elite Edition and then they just got the plain standard edition. So if you would have got the Elite Edition yesterday, it would have been like $70 versus I had to buy the standard version with the season pass and it cost me almost $100. So yeah, there's savings in pre-orders or whatever. But this game has been on pre-order for many moons, almost a full year, I think, or even longer than that. Maybe, I don't know. It's been a long ass time, but now it's officially here. There's been some reviews out about it already, talking about how it's unresponsive. I think the career mode is repetitive. Most of the things that I'm not even really worried about. I don't really play career modes or anything like that, or like the roads to the top or whatever the fuck game modes like that, to where you have to create a character and go like a career mode or anything like that. I don't normally do anything like that. I usually play the games and do the creator suit, which I'll dive into a little bit later. I heard it was kind of lacking, but I just want to play a different wrestling game. I love wrestling games as a whole. Any, promotion brand, type or whatever. I just enjoy playing a wrestling game. I anytime I see one, I download it more or less. So that's just what this is. And plus AEW is a budding company or whatever. They've been around 3 years. You want to shoot them some support. So maybe if they can work out the kinks this time around, they can do a little bit better for the next time around. Or with your added support, you might be able to get them to do something else again or whatever. So your support helps. And this is not a sponsored show by AEW, but in essence, it kind of is, because I'm a part of RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk, and the founder, the creator of the show, William R. Washington, now works for AEW. So in essence, I'm kind of sponsored by AEW in a way, in a long roundabout way, in anything. But yeah, so still no real big updates from last week. It's about almost 9 o'clock in the morning. I just got home maybe a little less than an hour ago. And yeah, I've been working my ass off. And I know I say it every week, but I mean, I'm just letting you know. I mean, there's nothing really new going on. I'm just still doing more work. I mean, which, I'm compensated for it and I'm just, I guess, grateful to have a job. So, I mean, but boy, does it fuck up my extracurriculars. I mean, kind of the reason why these episodes are dropping on Thursdays now instead of Sundays and shit. I mean, this is when I have time to do anything or whatever. If I ain't fucking sleep, and if I ain't sleep, I'm doing other shenanigans and projects and anything. So like after I finish recording this, I'm probably going to get back to work on the closet building and everything, because that's not quite done, because I got called into work yesterday. I was supposed to have a day off. And yeah, so I missed RBR because of it. And I'm sad, because I mean, even though Hooks, Rose, and Spice is coming through, and goddamn Manscaped is prolonging their partnership with RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk or whatever, which I'm grateful for as well. It ain't enough money for me to work less. So, I mean, I'm going to have to take what I'm given for the most part or whatever. But I really hate missing episodes of RBR or whatever. So I try to call in and, do a little something, be in the chat whenever I can or whatever, when, I'm afforded the opportunity to be, because I just hate it. I hate being away from it and everything, especially when you got a great support group as the neighborhood for RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk. And then you got the Patreons as well. I feel like, I mean, I'm doing service to the neighborhood and I'm doing service for the Patreons or whatever, because I mean, they actually pay money into this stuff. I don't want them to regret their purchases or whatever. And, so I want to try to participate as much as I can, but fuck, am I working? I'm working. So like I said, use those Manscaped codes, because they providing us with the corporate money and everything. And that way, if we get lots of corporate money, I can, work less on my day job. Hey, Xbox is sending me messages. What's happening? Is they going to give me some free shit? What we got going on, big baby? What is this? Oh, my AEW Fight Forever is finished. Is that what my notification was? That's not what that was. What do you got for me, Xbox? I have accumulated enough points to redeem a $5 gift card. Hey, I wish you would have. Hell, okay. So I got 5 Xbox dollars and shit. So that's cool, I guess. I'll mess with that a little bit later. But yeah. So yeah, I don't even know what I was saying, but I'm about to go do some more work after I just get off work and everything. And then I'm probably going to go see Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny later this evening. and everything. I hope I don't fall asleep in the theater. So that's something. But yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood. My foot feeling fine and everything. I got x-rays done on it yesterday just to be sure. I talked with my doctor and everything. And let me tell you a little funny thing about that whole situation. So I did a virtual checkup with my doctor or whatever. I mean, not so much a checkup, but a check-in, more or less. We did the video conference over my computer and everything. And I, just told him what I've been doing and everything, how I'm feeling and whatnot. And I told him I dropped a piece of lumber on my foot and everything. And there was some discoloration. I was just kind of describing to him, how I feel, how I felt in the moment. I don't think nothing's broken, yada, yada, yada. And I told him the only thing that's kind of lingering right now is my toenails discolored from where the board dropped across my big toe and everything like that. So I was trying to describe it to him, but he's like, well, I mean, if you can, put your foot up on the camera and let me check it out. Let me look at it, see what you're working with. And I was like, so I'm up here trying to adjust the webcam and everything and get my foot in position so you can view it and stuff. And I'm like, usually people charge a premium for something like this or whatever. He was like, well, judging by the camera that you have to do this with, you're not getting paid enough or at all. So I'm like, I thought that was pretty funny. And was on top of that or whatever. I mean, for him to say something like that, and no lie, the name of my doctor is Dr. Love. Funny, ain't it? The Love Doctor. But to add extra to it, I mean, he's a doctor. So, I mean, it's not like none of this is private. I'm not giving any personal information, but like you can look him up. He is a medical doctor. His name is Almer. His middle name is Ray. Amore, Italian for love. So is love, Dr. Love, more or less. Yeah, look it up. I'm not lying to you. That's his name. The Love Doctor. Dr. Love Jr. So that means his father is also Love Senior. Whatever. Anyway, peoples, I appreciate you tuning in and everything. I ain't gonna lie. For whatever reason, I know I haven't been giving you too much substance in these episodes. I'm just checking in with you, letting you know that I'm alive, that the show is still going on. I mean, I spend most of my time podcast wise, focusing my energies and efforts in the RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk, which I hope you all are listening to and enjoying on twitch.tv/RBR Wrestling on Wednesday nights after AEW Dynamite. So it's been waning. I know I've been promising you, well, not promising you. I've been telling you that I'm going to have some guests pop up or whatever, but it's my schedule and their schedule trying to align right now. And if you've been listening to any of these recent episodes, I'm busy as shit. Plus to have somebody else's schedule in the mix. Yeah. But I think last week or the week before, I did get to speak with that motherfucker Jody B of the Po Boys podcast. He is a part of another podcast, which I was on the show and I forgot the name of the motherfucker already. But I was a guest on there, pretty much catching up with Jody and hanging out and everything. So you can sort that out in the show description. I'll put a link to it there and you can listen to me over yonder way and whatnot. But let me go and get out of here. I got work to do. Maybe a little bit of video gaming. I don't know. But let's get to it. I appreciate y'all for listening, and I'll see you next time.